Hello, in this video I'm going to go over how to set up the PriceMap overlay on your Sierra charts. You'll need to download the PriceMap overlay DLL, and we're going to put that in the Sierra charts data directory. So I'm running two instances of Sierra charts here in this example. Here's the data directory. You're going to just drag that in there. If you have an older version, you'll just replace it. You have to make sure that Sierra charts is not running. If it is running, it won't let you copy it in there. If you haven't already done so, you want to copy in your data files that the chart overlay is going to read, and you put those in the data directory as well. You'll open up a chart and you go to Analysis, Studies, and you go to Add Custom Studies. And then you may have other DLLs that you have access to, so you'll find the PriceMap overlay and you'll add it. Then you go to Settings, and depending on what chart this is, if it's a futures or if it's crypto, you'll need to change the file name that it's looking for. We'll change this to crypto. Next, we want to change the symbol. So JS Services naming schema is the exchange first. You want to use caps. Dot the symbol pair. So it's, do Ether, ETH/USD, dot D. So D stands for daily, W is weekly, monthly, quarterly, and Y is yearly. We hit apply, and the levels should come up. It's important that you have the exchange first, dot the pair, dot the time period. A couple other features. If we want to move the bars a few more spaces, we can click the label offset, and I'm going to use a 6. I'm going to hit apply, and it's just going to shift the labels over. So if it gets too tight, it depends on how you like to view things. I like to view it a little bit farther away. Another feature is the display options. So currently we are displaying the PriceMap levels for the day, the daily PriceMap levels, and we're just showing it for that period. We can show that across the whole chart for the day, and we can also show multiple daily periods. Okay, we apply. I'm going to right click, going to remove some of the metrics here. And just look at the daily, and so we can see that the daily price map going back over periods. So you can drag the bottom to enlarge the chart, shrink it. You can see how the price map labels are moving. Once you find the chart distance that you like, you can go up to chart and hit lock fill space. And that will keep it in the same alignment. So you'll always be able to see those. If you take off the lock fill space, it'll kind of move all over the place. So, and also when the chart is updating, the chart will, start to move over, and you'll start to lose the labels if you don't have the lock fill space in. So I'm going to go into a smaller time period here. Just kind of go over a couple things. So we can just display the R level by itself. And this one, R level is above the market here. We could just do the directional as well. You could display critical range. And you can also display all the major levels, and then all the minor levels as well. You can just display the variance, and then you can also display the alert distance. As well as the maximum stop distance. So you can play around with what view you like. So if we want to look at the weekly structure, go to Analysis. We've got the daily set up, so we can just hit Duplicate, come to Settings, and we can just change the D to a W. And if the CSV file that you're working with or the data file that you have contains long-term data, you'll have that as well. And I'm going to change the daily period to just the session. So I'm going to change this to latest day. And I'm going to back out here a little bit. So now we are looking at the weekly price map structure along with the daily. So you can play around with this. You may want to, if you're looking for bigger moves, trading off the weekly price map, maybe you're more interested in where the daily R level is, maybe the daily and the directional as well, and just kind of give you some insight to the short-term structure within the long-term structure. And you could do the same thing to add the longer term, let's say the monthly. So we hit Duplicate, go to Settings, change the W to M, hit Apply. And then we can do the same thing that we did with the daily, and we're going to just take a look at the monthly. So here's the monthly structure, and let's say we want to take a look at the weekly R level and the daily R level to get a sense. So we're kind of still in this corrective action in this market. So it's interesting to take a look at longer term view. You can put all the major R levels up. So you get the monthly, it's found the bull trend, still low here. And where are we at in the weekly? Kind of turned, so we're in this corrective action, and then using the daily R level as kind of your momentum level within the bigger structure. So this is a definition of the R level position, and it gives you some insight to what is that state of the market. So you're looking at long-term historical charts and also intraday charts and playing around with how you like your views. Any questions, please email.